All right, all right, all right. We live, we live. How y'all doing?
Welcome. I am fabulous.
You fabulous. How you doing, old man?
I am here. Old man is in the building
Hey, I love it. I
or
love it. You know, you always
out in
looking
the
for that
streets.
food. Oh, snap.
That's what it look like you in the
Old
streets.
man on the prowl out there tonight. All
Yeah.
right now.
Watch out there now.
So what? Yeah. Okay. So to
Somebody
kick
gonna
us
get
off,
caught.
somebody gonna get caught tonight. Listen, old man out there on the prowl. Come on with it.
Check ID though. Check ID, boo.
Hey, listen up. When you at my speed, you don't have to check ID because we ain't looking for no kids.
Oh my God. So they gonna look old enough. You gonna
Yeah, they
know.
gonna be.
You gonna know.
Yeah.
As the old people used to say, they gonna look long enough in the tooth. Oh my God.
No, she didn't say long enough in the tooth. You.
You know how they used to do it. You know how they used to say.
Absolutely.
But to kick us out tonight, I just want to give Benny Mac a shout out. He's not with us because he's been doing shows back to back to back to back all over the place.
That's a good thing.
Yes. So I got a chance to catch up with him for a little bit. And forgive me, y'all, because he told me, yeah, he was supposed to text me some dates and he ain't do it. That's his fault. And I can't remember. And yeah, so I'm gonna say go to his website, www.bennymac205.com, bennymac205.com, and check out his upcoming dates because he is putting in the work. You heard me? Go check him out, go support him, and he'll be back to join us whenever he can. And giving a shout out from Q and Mike. You know they are boo things too, and they be bringing the different vantage point from open and polyamorous relationships and different thought processes, and still saying, life, work, self-care. You got to take care of yourself. So they haven't been able to join us as recent either. But hey, Jasmine, that was my boo thing last week. You better come on.
Hey, Jazz. Welcome, Jasmine.
Yes, but I just want to give them a shout out because I could not have started this. I could not have done this without them all stepping up to have my back and make this a reality. And then Gypsy stepped in, and then old man stepped in. And so I just wanted to take a moment before we kicked off tonight to just say, with so much love and gratitude from my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because at least a few times a week, like no lie, y'all, at least a few times a week in person, I'm talking to somebody that's like, y'all, I thank you for everything y'all talking about. I watched the video. I ain't getting the comments because my job, or my boo thing, or my family. But I was watching that replay and I'm like, okay, thank you for the love. So
not the Jasmine ass, so we gonna be wilding tonight or what? You know the topic,
Yes. What you drinking, boo? What you drinking? No.
What you drinking? What you drinking?
So just again, huge shout out before we move into our ratchetness and our ish talking tonight. Huge shout out for the vulnerability that we bring every single week, because y'all don't really know sometimes. I think the difference that we're making and the impact that we're having. We may not have, the big glamour celebrity type things, but just so that I do get those messages, and I do get those people stopping me on Facebook, talking to me, texting me, seeing me in the grocery store, like, hey, you J-Bay on Facebook, right? And I saw that stuff. What you said? And so the conversations are making a difference. So,
yeah. And
now we can get to talking.
Crown apple margarita. Oh, goodness gracious. It's
you came in with real. Okay.
All right.
Well, listen, I can't drink because I got to get on a flight. Y'all, I'm going to Alaska in the morning, y'all. So I can't be drinking tonight. Alaska. So I can't be drinking. I can't be out there wilding out looking crazy. I got to be sober.
No, you can't.
Oh man, that's a great place.
Yes, I am excited. This is my first time going. So I'm quite excited. Girdwood.
You going where?
Girdwood. So I'm flying into Anchorage, and then I'm driving into Girdwood.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know this. Yeah, I know this. I
Sure,
heard
you
of
want
that.
to drive in?
Huh?
It's not a whole lot of place you can fly in.
I
No,
mean, no,
that's what I'm.
I mean, I know they have like charters.
Yes, I'm flying
Um,
into Anchorage.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I
they have,
have to
they
I
have
have to
charters
get
and
into
stuff.
Girdwood. So I'm
And
going into a resort there to do
okay,
some training. And because of confidentiality, I can't go any further than that.
no,
But
that's fine. No,
yeah.
that's fine. But what I was wondering is if
As
she's
in
gonna,
Smith, as in Stephen A. Smith says, we don't care.
Huh?
no.
We
No,
don't care.
I was wondering if she was gonna have to do like ice road truckers because some of those
Oh
places
no, we
are
ain't doing all
very
that.
remote, and you have to travel over. In the summertime, there are rivers and
Yeah.
lakes, stuff like that. But
No,
in
we're
the
not
winter,
doing all that.
they're actually roads. Yeah.
We're not doing all that. No, thankfully it's not that bad. I get to fly into Anchorage and then it's a short little trek into Girdwood.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to a
Be
resort there to
careful.
do some training.
Be careful because you know it does snow in September there.
Yeah. Oh, I was going through my suitcase just a little bit ago, like, where my winter clothes at? Lord Jesus. So I'm having to transition all my little stuff out and pull my socks out of my little boots and everything and make sure your girl don't be out there like.
Yeah, one of my girlfriends taught there for a year. You know how they have those teachers that'll come in for a time. And I remember the first fire drill was in September, and she showed what she had on compared to what the students were wearing. There was one kid that had on shorts and flip flops. Oh yeah, did I mention there was snow on the ground?
All right then.
She had on, yeah, she had on a coat and she was all bundled up and stuff. So their blood is thicker. So if you're talking to somebody from
I can
out there,
believe that.
they'll probably tell you, no, it ain't gonna be cold, and you get off and you're gonna be like,
right. That's why I was like, I talked to the lady that was helping me organize everything, and I was like, okay, so how do I prep for the what? She was like, it's not gonna be that bad. And I was like,
to them, not that bad is above zero.
So I got online.
Only 4 feet of snow. Not that bad.
Right.
We only got 4
That's
feet of snow.
Yeah, they only have to pull out the sled.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I got online and looked because I was like, we ain't gonna do that.
It wasn't that bad. I only had one dog to sled in. I didn't need the whole team. Only one dog.
I went on to grab my water so I can hydrate. And I'm gonna take a shot or something when I get back to make sure I can warm myself back up.
Girl, you better than me. Right. I mean, hey.
But that being said, we got some ish to talk tonight. Okay, first let me say this. Let me say this, y'all. So I have realized I have realized I'm a tad bit of a mean girl.
You think? All the Jasmines I know are a tad bit of mean girls.
Shut up, Jack. Shut up.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm a tad minute. So what happened was whatever. So I had a situation, and Facebook be bringing it on me. That's really what it is. It be these little internet gangsters and warriors be bullshitting. Jasmine said, "I'm mean as hell."
And is.
Hey, I love me an internet gangster.
Listen.
Yeah,
oh no, that Jasmine that said she mean as hell, she might be internet gangster, but she'll pull up.
Listen,
but
listen. So what made me realize that was I had another ish moment where I was like, so I said a comment about the whole P. Diddy thing on my Facebook post, right? And I was like, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and 800 plus dildos, that's gonna be a lot of testimony. And I really wasn't trying to say it to
oh, what kind of whoa. This went left real quick.
No, you didn't know that, did he? Listen, that was what was consummated. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and 800 dildos out of Diddy's shit.
Yes. So I made the post and I wasn't intending to be ugly, but I was just thinking in my mind, like, that, I've been listening to it loosely, like I haven't really been following it. But that really caught my attention, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is really getting deep, deep, deep. And I can imagine it's going to be a lot of people called out and like brought out the closet on this thing. So people started joking on the post and, whatever. And I was kind of laughing at some of the comments. And this banshee got on there and was basically, I feel like she was offended, but she didn't want to say she was offended. And she was basically trying to call me out. Now, why she singled me out, I don't know, because I didn't even laugh. It was everybody else on my post.
Because she knows she can whoop you in her mind. She can whoop you.
Baby, she can come get it.
Girl, why you ain't tag me? Why you ain't tag me?
Listen, she can come get it. But let me stop back like that. So I responded back and I was like, listen, because she was basically trying to say it was inappropriate to laugh. I'm paraphrasing. And I was like, first of all, you don't really get to tell anybody how to feel and how to behave or how to respond to things. So then she came back and was like, well, imagine, how the victims would feel if they were to see you laughing at their circumstance. First of all, how did you interpret that from what I said? Because there was no laughter in what I said. You projecting and you interpreted and inferring a whole bunch of bullshit that ain't nobody. But okay. And then she kept going, and I was like, okay. So I gave her an example from my past where it could have been considered inappropriate, where I laughed. And I basically was trying to help her understand, first of all, you need to do a better job of understanding emotional intelligence. Laughter is a coping mechanism for a lot of people.
That's
and it doesn't mean that people are trying to be ugly. And so another Facebook friend of mine, who I also know in real life and knows me really well, came in and was trying to explain too. And she jumped on her. And that's when she started name calling y'all ignorant and y'all triggered. Bitch, go play in fucking track.
She might be worried she on one of them tapes.
Well, first of all, I will say this right here.
I said it, so I guess I'm a mean girl too, because I said it. I said, oh, what, you worried you on one of them tapes?
Listen.
Well, I will say this right here. I don't know nothing about it, but I do know this right here. Did ain't no hero of mine. I don't even particularly care. But I will say this also. He's still presumed innocent. Oh, he is. He's still presumed innocent.
Videos that he already,
And
y'all seen videos.
I ain't trying to judge him.
I hadn't seen any videos.
Oh, it's videos.
Listen, you didn't see the video where he was whipping the hell out of Cassie in the hallway in a towel with one hand in his foot?
Where you been, under a rock?
No, I'm gonna be honest. No, I haven't.
Okay, we even outside.
It was even on CNN. Matter of fact, CNN is who broke it.
I'm gonna find a link and send it to you.
I hadn't seen it.
But anyway, the point was, I recognize that I'm a slight smidgen of a mean girl because I don't have any chill. Like I go from 0 to 100. Like I was cool. I was chilling. I was engaging with her. I'm all about dialogue. I love a good discussion. I don't ever mind communicating with anybody because I feel like I can learn from anybody as long as there's open communication, right? But once you start name calling and trying to antagonize me, bitch, go play in fucking traffic. Matter of fact, suffocate yourself. Like that's where I jump to. You have no reason to live at this point.
Well, and we don't want them to unlie themselves.
Well, and that's why I said I have a slight.
But we don't mind them eating. We don't mind them eating some X
Watch your mouth if you know you that sensitive. You need to watch your mouth.
Right, because I said that to a friend of mine.
Drop your location.
Right. Well, my point being, because I said it to a friend of mine, and they was like, "Damn, Jasmine, you went straight that she can go play in traffic. Like that's cruel." I was like, "Listen, to me, I don't bother anybody, and if I know I ain't fucking with you, if I know I ain't come for you, and I ain't came for you, and I ain't said nothing crazy to you, I ain't
leave me alone.
No kind of way. Leave me the fuck alone. And when you come out your corner into mine, intention, like the name calling is what gets me. So that's when I feel like our gloves are off at that. Like if we here, we gonna go all the way here. We ain't no middle ground, bitch. Bounce right.
Y'all fucking Jasmine. Come on, catch these hands. Meet me outside, catch these hands, bitch. Bounce. Yeah. She is truly a mean girl. But and the thing is let me tell you something. It's always the little ones.
And
the
I ain't
little ones be mean as hell, just like little dogs. They
don't think nobody. They think nobody go whoop them up.
Nah, but you know what? The thing is, she little, but she's strong and she can fight. So
listen, and I
ain't.
But here's the thing: I ain't little and I ain't ghetto, and let me be honest about that. I ain't little and I ain't ghetto, but I was raised with very, very clear expectations. You get it? Very clear expectations in a Black household. You don't fuck with nobody. You don't put your hands on nobody. You don't put your mouth on nobody and talk about you. But you don't let nobody fuck with you. And if they do, you better not come home until you done handled it. Right? Like that's how I was brought up. And so good, me and you, we could get along. You know what I'm saying? Like we kindred. So that's how I operate. And there's that very dual side that we all operate. Two very different truths can always be true. Like there's duality. So I can step in the boardroom and do corporate training, which I'm finna go do tomorrow. And I mean Thursday and rock that shit, right? But there's the other part of me that's like, I could turn that off and activate the other piece. And I think that's, you know, I wasn't even planning on talking about that tonight. But I realize that a lot of people do struggle with that. Like there's duality in all of us. You don't have to be perfect. And that actually came up. So I do talks with the Birmingham Housing Authority. So I was talking with the young ladies today, and that came up. Like healing is not this space where you're supposed to be perfect. Healing is not this experience where you're trying to get to some foreign destination and hold yourself to this standard that you can't possibly maintain, right? Healing is an experience that you nurture in yourself, you embody, you occupy, you fall down, you get up and you do better and you keep learning and you keep growing. But it's never about trying to create this perfect presentation. And I'm guilty of that. Like for a long time, especially when I was stepping back into the corporate space, I felt like, okay, well, I can't say certain things. Code switching was big. I can't say certain things. I got to behave in a certain way, because if I don't, what if one of them sees one of these episodes? What if one of them sees one of my Facebook videos? And then I had to get to the place of acceptance of myself, of if they do and they choose not to hire me, so be it. So
well, you know, I have a phrase though,
and they'll hire me.
I have a phrase for that, Jazz.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where and that wasn't too long ago, that it bothered me what people thought, right? And so I had to get to that point where I am who I am and I was who I was, but I'm cool with both of them.
Hey. And like I said, for those in business,
I stopped code switching too, because that's the whole thing. I used to censor myself at work because most of the time I'm either one of the only Black people or one of the only women or the only Black and only woman. And so there is, you know, kind of like this expectation that we shouldn't say and shouldn't do, because a lot of times they want to label us as the bitter Black woman or the angry Black woman, especially if we're standing up for ourselves, right? This is especially true in a lot of these corporate spaces where you're one of the only Black faces. Then they want to make the problem about you. But that whole passive aggressive shit that they like to do, or microaggression, that stuff is real. And then when you bite their ass because they didn't chopped at you, then all of a sudden it's, well, I don't know why you got so offended or whatever. Like, oh girl, the narrative is going to be different when she tells it. She's not going to tell it pro-aggressive about
all
it.
The time.
And she probably, like I said, she may have been in her feelings because maybe that is a trigger for her. Maybe it wasn't Diddy, but she may have been a victim of somebody like that, you know?
Absolutely.
But that's the whole thing. Then, girl, bitch, get off the internet.
Hey, I can say this. There was a time early on in my career, in my life, when, you know, I just didn't care. about what folks thought about it. Then I matured, and then I realized I still don't care.
I thought this was going somewhere else.
I'm just,
going somewhere else too. I thought he was
I'm
gonna
just
say
saying.
we gotta get a little older or something. No, he said no, and I still don't care.
But like I was saying earlier, like to the business part of it, because that's a very real concern when you're in business. Y'all know, like I know, career, it doesn't matter, business or career. What if somebody sees it and they don't hire me? They don't want to work with me, etc. Right? And I got to a place of there will be people that will see this and they don't want to work with me. They don't want to hire me. They don't want to bring me in. And guess what? Them not working. This is the place I got to. Them not working with me and removing themselves makes room because there's going to be somebody else that sees it and says we need her because our people can relate to her. And that has literally happened to me. I was I was laughing about this earlier with a business acquaintance of mine, and I said, picture this, Sicily, 1985. But I was in Utica, of all places, Utica, outside Detroit, and I was sitting, think of it as like a middle class redneck kind of, you know what I mean? And it was
like down south, except up north. Up north redneck.
Yeah.
Got it. But the difference between up north redneck is they actually won't tell you. They're the ones that I'm talking about the microaggression. The ones down south, they let you know we don't like niggas around here. You might want to go and get out of here.
Right. Now this group was cool. They were chill, right? But obviously I was the only person of color. I was the only Black person, right? And it was a group of like 10 of us, and I was doing some training with them. And it was a little but at the end of the training, I always ask for feedback, and I always ask them, tell me whatever it is you want to tell me, because I always use it to get better, right? And one of them wrote down and said, thank you for cussing, because it helped me relax. It helped me relate to you. And I was like, well, because I mimic. I always go in pretty straight-laced, and I engage and I observe. And then I begin to mimic and give them back what they're giving so that they feel comfortable. I mirror them, right? But me being able to do that allowed them to relax and feel like they could engage with me and just ask questions and get what they needed instead of me talking at them. We were able to communicate and learn together. And that's the place that I've got, right? A little bit of mean girl. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit of mean girl, because I go from 0 to 60. But ain't nobody perfect. I got my issues. I got my toxicity like everybody else. But Jasmine, I see you, baby. And yes, censorship is real all day, every day.
The thing is that I got my used tos. I got some stuff that I used to do that I just don't do anymore. And I got my still do's. But catch me on the wrong day and you'll find out which one is which.
Yeah.
Well, I can
hey, everybody, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Everyone, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and pound that like button one time. Pound that like button. Hell, in fact, like it, unlike it, and then like it again.
Jasmine said, I work with men, I gotta be mean. Hello, fam. Hey, boo.
No,
hey,
you don't. You don't have to be mean, Jasmine. Just be yourself.
Nah,
quit being that mean woman. Don't nobody want to work with that. Nobody want to work with that.
I used to work in a psychiatric facility. She telling the truth. Listen, when I used to work on the boys unit, because I was one of the only women that could work on the boys unit. And listen, it's a whole different. You gotta carry yourself different, because they will try you. They will play with you. They will.
You just said you were working in the psychiatric unit. They gonna try everybody. I had a friend of mine. He worked there. Hell, they knocked him unconscious.
And they did it to the men. They didn't put their hands on me though, because I wasn't gonna play them games. But yes, and so I agree with Jasmine. There are certain situations that you have to handle yourself in differently, and we know that as women, right? There's certain situations, even when I'm traveling, I've gotten to the point of asking myself now, certain places when I travel, do I want to take my gun? Because it's like, as a Black woman traveling, I'm constantly going into places that I'm not always familiar with, right? Like there are some companies I go to on the regular, I go to monthly. I know them, I know the hotel I'm staying in, I know the area, I'm familiar, I'm getting comfortable with it. But there are a lot of times I'm going in for the first time, and I've really started to ask myself, how you feeling? Because I try to get online and Google and find out about the area. You know what I mean?
Well, you different from me. You different from me because you thinking about bringing a gun place where you think you have to take a gun. Hell, when I go, I always have mine. I didn't know you weren't supposed to not take it.
Well, because I'm flying. Now it's different. If I'm driving, that's different. But I'm saying, do I want to have to go through the trouble of, packing it in my suitcase, letting them know it's in there? Like that, I really have had to ask myself that a couple of times. Like, okay, so do you want to go ahead and do that, or are you gonna leave? Like, how are you feeling? So, and thus far, I haven't had any issues. But
hey, this is what you do.
You gotta. You also have to be careful though, especially when you have a concealed carry, because some states don't have reciprocal agreements.
Exactly.
Reciprocity.
It's time for me to renew.
So if you going somewhere where like you better not be caught with no gun in DC, your ass is going to jail.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I want to say this right here. There are a lot, especially if you live in a red state like these Republican gun nut state, and where you don't have to have a permit to do permitless carry. Make sure you just go ahead and get the permit, because get the permit so you can go to states that does have reciprocity, so you won't get out there and end up going to jail, go someplace on vacation and leave on probation. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, come to think about it, it's time for me to renew. But I mean, people are, I don't even know where I was. I was somewhere recently, and it was a little family in front of me, and we were standing in line. I have no idea what I was doing. But it was a family in front of me, a little husband, wife, and their kid, little white family, and he had his gun and his holster just on his hip out in the open. And it's like, I get it. I used to ask my ex all the time, like, why? And he, to the best of his thought, he said he thinks a lot of the guys do it because it's a deterrent. Like, if you see it, it'll deter some people. And he was like, but he's the type, you never could see his. And that's my mindset. Like, if I got it, you need to see it. But
he'll be the first one. And some the guy with the gun on his head is the first one I get.
Yeah, because you want to know why? Because a lot of times they're not confident in themselves and their ability to defend themselves. So a lot of times they have a gun to make them feel big and bad. They also
make them feel better.
They also they got the biggest mouth only when they got their gun where you could see it too. But
I'm like, when I do have mine, nobody even knows.
Right.
I keep mine. And that's why I keep my concealed permit. And I mean, different strokes for different folks. And I understand that. But we got way on top of y'all.
I know, but I'm gonna say this. I keep mine small in my pocket. And if I have to let it go, baby, I'm gonna let that baby fly through my pocket. You're gonna look up, you're gonna see a hole in my pants.
Listen, y'all.
Did he shoot me with a what?
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all we can't be going no 2 hours a night. I gotta take some pain medicine for my arm.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about it, because y'all put some stuff on there. I want to hear about this now.
This kid's nervous, acting a fool, so we're gonna have to go on and act like we got some sense tonight, so I can take some pain medicine before I go to sleep. And Gypsy put some hot topics in there tonight. Come on.
She sure did.
Oh, well, the first question I had was, and then we're gonna get into these messinesses that Gypsy put in here. My question that got sent in was, have you ever been a side piece?
Ooh. And how many people admit to that?
I don't know. I've seen it. Some people, I've met some men and women that only wanted to be the side person because they wanted the benefits, but they didn't want the responsibility of being the main person.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I ain't gonna lie.
Said target practice.
I ain't gonna lie. Once upon a time.
Old man.
Yeah, I've been the side dude.
Oh,
I sure was.
Why were you a side dude? What was your motivation?
Hey, I was having fun. I was having a good time. It was right after my divorce. I didn't care what about it. At that time, I needed.
So you had just got divorced, and then you decided you wanted to be a side piece?
I didn't know that was a sign. I didn't know. Let me say this. Okay, let me say this.
Hold on 1 second. Oh man, let me make sure everybody understand what we're talking about. Sure said what. So the question that got sent in was, have you ever been a side piece? Meaning, have you ever by choice been the person outside the relationship choosing to be the third wheel, the third partner, the second person, boo thing, whatever you want to call it, but you're
not
choosing
seen in public chick.
Not seen in public chick or man, right? You in the closet willingly now, because there are some people that have not been willingly put in that position, right? But have you willingly chosen to stay in the closet with your man or your woman? And what benefits did you get from being that side piece? Go ahead, old man.
Well, I didn't necessarily start out that way. It just started out just being a good time. That's all it is. Just started out just being a good time. Wasn't supposed to be a long time, but it was longer than what it should have been. But that's all it was with me. Now, but I told her, I said, hey, when y'all get serious now, I don't want to interrupt that. But I consider this right here. She was a single woman, wasn't married, but she was in a committed relationship with somebody. But my thing is this right here. It wasn't, hey, as long as you're a single woman until they say I do, then it is on, and everybody got an opportunity and a chance. That's why I'm big on, with marriage, that's why I keep saying stuff with marriage. Now, would I cross somebody's marriage vow? No, I'm not gonna do that. Will not. But if they ain't say I do to them, it is everybody opportunity. Everybody got a chance if they give me a chance, and then that's just so happen they gave me some opportunities, and I took advantage of it.
So
repeatedly.
What was the advantage? You took advantage of it, but what were the advantages to you as the man, being the side man?
Well, of course, when of course you get that relationship, that physical relationship. Ain't no doubt about that. Now the other part is this right here. Now, of course we went we went out, we enjoyed ourselves, had a good time. But eventually I know they would have went one way and I went the other way. They had me in their phone as Tina. And I just thought that was funny. I was in their cell phone saved as Tina.
Well, good thing you weren't saved as wisdom.
You wrong for that. That's all I'm gonna say is you wrong for that. So
that hurt my heart. Wisdom.
So to catch y'all up on the joke, last episode of the week before that one, we saw this post where this dude was talking about he had left his wife for this younger woman, and he just thought he had done the thing, baby, and hit the whole lottery with Boo Thing. And Boo Thing was on TikTok, and his daughter came back and showed him a video. He was saved in her phone as wisdom. So he thought it was because he was older and a gentleman, and he just knew all these things, and he was enlightening her, okay? But Boo Thing was on TikTok talking how he was old and she was using him, and he was named Wisdom because he was shaped like a wisdom tooth, fat at the top and skinny at the bottom. Oh my God. And he got exactly what he deserved. Made a whole fool of. Okay.
Yeah, made a whole
he had no business leaving his wife for her. Listen, Sure said, no, I have not willingly been the side piece, but I found out I was the side piece. Negro had a whole wide living, eating, breathing, single. Wait, what? Oh, wife. Okay, I'm assuming that's wife.
Whole life.
Like, yeah, one of those. Okay.
Wow.
And then you said, well, all right, old man. Hey y'all, hey Tanya. I know I missed some good stuff. Listen, we've been on here, but you right on time. You right on time.
So, all right.
Oh, let me tell a story. I got a story about a side piece. So I had a friend. This was back in 2006, 5, 10, girl, somewhere in there, whatever. Like a really good friend of mine at the time. She was dating this guy. I'm talking about dating. Like spending the night at his house. He spent the night at her house, spending time with his kids. They all out in public doing family events and functions. Like whole relationship for 3-4 months, 6 months. It was some months, like whole relationship, right? Spending time with the bestie's girl. Her and the bestie's girl start hanging out and becoming, real close. And so we all thinking, okay, this might be Mr. Right. Like, this is going good. Oh, no. He was married. Not only was he married, but he had told her he was widowed. That's how he explained the wife's picture still on the wall and all the wife's stuff in the house. The wife had died like a year before. No, wife was an ER doctor and was working at night, which is how she was able to spend the night, and was sleep during the daytime, which is how he was able to spend time with her during the daytime. And the kids were little, like babies. That's how he was able to spend time with her with the kids, knowing that they couldn't tell mama what was going on. So she found out because the best friend's woman pulled her to the side, like, I can't reconcile this. Like, you seem so cool. Like, you seem like such a cool chick. How are you? Like, I can't make this make sense to me. And she was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, girl, he married. Like, how you dating this married man? This don't seem like your character from what I'm getting to know. And she was like, no, he's a widow. No, he's married. Wife is alive. So that came out. Right. And I was like,
that's some lying stuff. Now I'm not with that. Now if he get him an extra one, and she, tell him up front, but don't lie to him.
No, yeah, it's some folks out here that really broke my heart because he really liked him.
Yeah, I would too, man. That was a dangerous game. That woman, if that other woman came out and she sleep, man, that woman could have got hurt. Everybody could have got hurt.
Listen, if my friend was crazy, that's why I'm like, is people out here just doing the most for no reason at all? Because his wife at work and he got another woman in her bed. Like, that's dangerous. Because what if the wife that came home sick one night?
Yeah.
So
now I know this right here. I know I ain't the only one that was on this side. I ain't the only person that was side of okra, side of fried. Some of y'all got some. Some of y'all was side salad too now.
So I was in the Navy, and
God,
I was not willingly the side person. I did not know I was the side person because, like I said, I was in the Navy, and we were stationed together twice. We were stationed together in 2 different places, and it wasn't until I was driving his car one day. And somebody asked me, was that his car? And I was like, yeah. And they said, have you met his wife? Ain't she cool? No, I had not met his wife. No, I didn't know he had one. But yeah. And then when I confronted him about it, it was a whole lie about how they were separated. You only separated because the bitch live in another city, stupid.
Y'all why ain't she be the bitch though? She ain't do nothing wrong.
She became the bitch after we had a kid, and yeah, it was a whole kid involved behind that.
Wow.
And she didn't want to acknowledge the kid.
Oh,
and
wow.
Still doesn't.
Wow.
Right.
Now that's a hard place to be in, because I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm married to somebody and he out there hoeing around, I don't know if I would have the ability to be able to deal with somebody else. That's a heartbreak I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, there's a whole kid involved that
I get that.
They did not ask to be here. And it was him that had a commitment to you, not me. I didn't even know about
Absolutely.
You.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But
now I'm not saying it's the kid's fault. I'm just looking
at it. No. I understand that. But the thing is that she should have checked him.
Oh, absolutely.
Now she stayed a long time. But he is.
Hey, excuse me. Hold on. I hate to interrupt y'all. I'm gonna have to jump off, and I'm gonna try to jump back on. But I just didn't want to. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna turn the camera off. But I gotta go. go to work right quick.
Right. The child didn't do anything wrong. You're absolutely correct. But the thing is that yeah, he was real foul. And then what he said, his justification to me was, well, I was waiting for you to take me to court for child support so I could tell her. Yeah.
Oh no.
But I'm not finna chase you to make you do the right thing, bro.
No. And see, again, my thing is, first of all, it would have been a little fast because I ain't finna stay with nobody. Cheating is a deal breaker. And then you cheating and you had a whole baby, you got to go. You got to go. But if I did, from some godforsaken reason, decide to stay, I don't, that's a hard pill to swallow. You gotta see somebody else's kid. I can't even imagine. Like,
I wouldn't let my kid come see him no way. But you know, that was the thing. It's like, so that was just, I mean, so my thing is don't put someone in that situation.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, be honest with them, because there's a lot of people out here that are fine with, there's a lot of people out here that are fine with being the side piece. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those people. I will not willingly be the side piece. My husband, my ex-husband, was a cheater. And I just never wanted to be that person, because that's a painful place. But I was like that even when I was young. Like, oh man, I had boundaries.
Wait, back up. You said your ex-husband was a side piece?
No, my ex-husband was a cheater. And he had a whole,
I heard that all wrong. My bad.
No. He had a whole side piece.
I got you. Okay.
And the thing is, now, she said she didn't know, but when she did find out, you know, she left him alone, as did I.
Tanya said, I was with a man for 2 years. During the first year, I knew he was married, and he said he was going to divorce her. Year 2, the papers were filed, and she was diagnosed with cancer. He stayed with her. Damn.
Yep. Yep.
I ain't got nothing. Okay.
I mean, and see, but then there's also those people who lie and say, I'm leaving, and they had no intentions of leaving.
Well, that's true too. And you may not want to answer this question, Tanya, and I respect it if you don't, but like, just from your perspective, okay, so you were with him in the first year, you know, he was going to file. Why did it take him a whole year? Like, it don't take that long to file divorce papers. You literally go
there's in different states, there's laws. Like in Georgia.
I understand it. I understand it. I used to live in Georgia too, and I understand it. I understand their processes, but what I'm saying, it don't take no whole year. So I'm just curious, because I've heard this over and over and over from different people. Like, and this is not judgment against you. Like, I ain't got no right to judge none of y'all. But I'm just always curious of why wait? Because there are other men who are already single, already available. You don't have to go through this stuff. You know what I'm saying? When this person is waiting, what's the motivation or the justification on your part that you're willing to do? I'm just curious if you want to answer. What makes you say you're willing to wait?
I dated someone who was separated at one time. They were living separate lives, right? But there's always, I learned my lesson with that one, because there's always the possibility that they could go back, even if they're separated while they're waiting for the divorce. So until you get your papers, can't do nothing for you. Because I learned that the hard way, because sometimes people realize it's cheaper to keep or him.
Yeah.
And so they won't leave. No, but what I'm saying is they say they're going to leave and then they actually don't. Or some of them actually get a divorce, but they function as if they still married. So you might want to leave that long too.
Very true. Well, and the reason I say that, so I have not there's a lot of things I don't have the tolerance for, so I don't put myself in certain situations, and that's more of a patience thing for me, right? I just don't want to deal with things. But I dated when I was like 21, 22, young. I dated this guy who was separated. And I even with that died off very quickly because I don't have a tolerance for certain things. But I bowed out because I very quickly realized, even though he was very clear and very intentional, he was separated, he had moved out, he was taking the steps to, handle his business. She was not ready to let go. And I felt like I'm never going to be the person that's going to try to break up a home, right? If this person isn't ready to let go and there's a chance for you all to fix it, I'm gonna get out the way. So I moved out of the way. 6 months later, he showed up on my doorstep with the divorce papers. Like, he was serious, right? And he was like, I just wanted to prove to you that there were no games. I did what I said I was going to do. And I needed you to know I was a man of my word. And I was like, I appreciate that, right? But that taught me a very valuable lesson. And that's why I always ask, right? Because what I saw in that experience was, even though I bowed out to give him an opportunity to figure it out just in case, right? What I saw was, when a person is serious, and they had kids together and they had entanglements financially because he was in the military and had a pension and all those things. When a person is serious about it and they mean it, it don't matter. So I'm always curious when somebody says, well, I had to wait because they were waiting for the kids, or I had to wait because they were trying to do.
They playing games.
Right, because it's like you're putting your life on hold while this other person is still getting the benefits. And exactly what happened in her case, she got cancer. So guess what? She still had the benefit of his time and his caregiving. Or guess what? If that person dies, wifey is still on the insurance policy.
Right.
And not saying you, Tanya, but you, whoever, man or woman, end up at the funeral crying in the corner and don't nobody know who you are. You don't get life insurance, but you don't get a shit, right? Like, that's just heartbreaking to me.
And one of the other things I've always said, especially as I've gotten older, is, and I'm not finna wait around for months, years for you to decide what it is you want to do, because you ain't never gonna have me in your funeral as your special friend. It's a damn lie.
Guess what? Who that? No, ma'am.
Nope. Nope. So nah. Well, I didn't push the issue because I wasn't sure myself. They also had a business and land, and that made things complicated. And I get it. And there's, like I said, there are people who have gotten divorced and they still have those kind of entanglements and stuff. And no, ma'am, I've decided that I'm trying to be intentional at this stage in my life, because people will do what you allow them to do. People will do what you allow them to do. And intent, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Day every day and twice on Sunday.
And that's the thing, is that
wait 1 second. Tanya learned a valuable lesson. What lesson did you learn, Tanya? But I like what you said, Gypsy. People will do what you let them do. Like, and that's what I look at every time I've met a person that said, well, he said he was going to leave her. Well, she said she was going to leave him. How long has it been? Oh, it's been 2 years.
Right.
Okay. And you think they're going to, and they can have all the best intent. They want to wait till their kids get out of school. They got cancer. They got a sick mom at home. They got to wait till they can afford it. Well, if you can't afford to get divorced, how can you afford to be dating somebody else? Like, that math ain't math. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I think people just tell us what we want to hear in order to get what they want to get with us. If the ink isn't dry, don't engage. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna say
that's the thing. But even like I said though, Tanya, even when the ink is dry, sometimes they still have entanglements. And the thing is that if you start seeing those red flags and those entanglements and stuff like that, and then someone who really values you won't make you uncomfortable and put you in uncomfortable situations like that.
Well, I also think that trust is a huge thing in relationships. And if I meet you in a situation where your trust is compromised with the person you have created some type of vow or agreement with, how can I then turn around and expect that you will not put me in that same compromising position? Now, there have been people that I have met that have been the side person and they turn around and got married, and 20, 30 years later, they still together. Love that for you. But that's not the norm.
But also, you never know if they actually don't have. So this is my take on that. If you met them and you were the side person and you move up to being the main person, someone got your job, your old job.
Somebody got to keep cleaning the house.
Somebody got your old job as the side person. Somebody got your old job. Now, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. How you meet them is how you lose them. And the thing is that
what you doing with me?
Exactly. If he was cheating on somebody with you, he'll cheat on you with somebody else.
Because whatever they were trying to fix or ignore, they haven't taken time to heal. Because oftentimes that's why people cheat. It ain't because they're not getting enough sex. It ain't because this person ain't doing it. It's because they're chasing something that they are lacking within or running from within, trying not to feel, trying not to deal with. And if they don't address that, they're going to end up doing the same thing again. Once they get with you and the luster wears off, the shine wears off, they're going to repeat that same pattern again. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody likes the new shiny toy.
Right. And the grass ain't greener on the other side, baby. If you're not watering it and cutting it and doing all the same things, it's going to die and wilt and look crazy too. You said, right, whatever it is still broken. Absolutely. So that, and I will also say, I'm a big believer. If somebody just went through a divorce, get them time to heal. If they say they just got divorced, I don't give a damn if they said they were separated for 6 months before they got divorced. Listen, let them folks heal and go to therapy before you start dating, because
divorce is I've learned that the hard way too.
Yeah, divorce is a process.
Yeah, because that's the thing is that sometimes they still angry, bitter, whatever, and and they believe that old adage of the best way to get over a person is to
get up under a new one.
And that's not true.
Very true. Well, as a guy friend of mine told me, I shared this I think a couple of episodes ago. He said to me, most women will slow down to heal between relationships. Most men will find a new woman.
Right.
They don't want to think about it. And not all men. This is, nothing is ever absolute.
That's why he said most.
Mm-hmm. But we do see the patterns a lot of times, right? And Tanya, right, even men grieve divorce, right? So if they just got out of a relationship, if they just ended something long term, if they just did something with somebody, let them folks heal in peace. Let them go to therapy. And if they tell me, I don't need no therapy, I'm good. Red flag, run, Forrest, run. Okay? Let them do whatever they go do without you. Okay, don't let them and they foolishness.
Yes.
But with that being said, we done got deep enough with all this stuff tonight. We came on here to talk some ish. So let's talk about some of this stuff that you was putting up in this WhatsApp chat with all this ghetto messiness. Okay, because you was coming up with some fire tonight with the potion sharing.
All right, so.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Sean said that's what men are taught from a young age. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so here's one. My best friend was dating this guy for a couple months. She broke up with him because she said he was too nice. She wanted a man that had a little attitude and toughness to him. I told her she was making a mistake and he was a good man, but she made up her mind. I ran into him at a concert 6 months later, and he said he wasn't even mad over the breakup, and they were better off as friends. We kept in touch and remained friends until one day he asked me out on a date. I wanted to do things the right way, so I asked my best friend if she was okay with me dating him. And she told me that if I did, we wouldn't be friends anymore. She said it's girl code. And even though she is in a new relationship, he is still off limits. I'm torn because I like him and he's a good guy. I feel my best friend is being selfish. Would I be wrong if I went out with him and said nothing about it to her? Or should I respect the code and tell him no?
And on that note, I'm going to drink
Did
some water.
you meet him through her, though?
Huh?
That's my question.
Did
she meet him through her? Like, did she meet the did she meet the guy through her? Like, if I only know Benny through you, right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if you was dating Benny and I only know Benny because of you, then I don't know. But yeah.
So what, Joey Jasmine, what you talking about, girl bye? What you saying, girl bye to? And help me.
She going on with the dude.
And wait a minute, Jiffy, because last time you was agreeing with me with girl code. Like once somebody done dated your friend, you ain't trying to date them. It's kind of like now you're trying to justify something. What you talking about?
I'm not really trying to justify.
What you trying to ease on down the road with? Come on with it. What we talking about?
Okay,
even so if they're not together,
what I'm saying,
got a whole new dude.
Right? She don't want him, and she never did. She want a thug, but she want to keep, she want to keep her options open. That's what she said. She wanted a thug. She didn't like him because he was too nice. She said that. She broke up with him because she said he was too nice. She wanted a man that had an attitude and toughness. She wants somebody to thump her ass in the head every now and then.
My PA say is to get you some water and hydrate, fellow people. Hydrate. Get you some water. Jasmine said, nah, but when you got a whole other person, go be happy and let me be happy. So, y'all, let me rephrase this. He's not on the roster no more. Okay. Let me rephrase this. So you all are okay recycling your friends' people. That's another way to ask that question.
No, but it sounds like they weren't really even dating for real.
But okay, but this ain't nobody that she went out with like one date and they went on about their business. This is somebody that I think people take this cold thing too far while others can't be happy because someone dated their friend. But she's probably gone to bed with him. If you've had him inside you, he's off limits. That's what I'm saying.
That. Okay, but what if they just dated? If they just dated, went out to get to know each other. See, people say dating and they really mean fucking. But no, I mean dating.
Okay, but in this, she said dating him for a couple of months. So maybe I'm taking it too far, but I'm assuming they've probably been intimate. This ain't like they went out on one date and was like, we not vibing, ain't no chemistry, let's go on about your business. And then this girl randomly met him a couple of months later. That's a whole different thing. Girl, do your do, have fun, go off into the sunset. But if I was actually dating him, spending time with him, he been in my house, I've been in his house, we were intimate, like dating,
now
relationship
don't know if they were intimate. If they weren't,
a whole different thing.
Because everybody, now they only dated a couple months, unless she got the whole.
As long as he didn't poke her, we good. So that's why I'm like, clarify, because it's
right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying some people ain't fast ass hoes, and they ain't out there sleeping with somebody in 30-day code and stuff.
Okay, I get that, but we're talking about grown adults, and I'm not saying everybody. Most people are not sleeping together on the first date. Well, let me rephrase that. I think a lot of people are sleeping together on the first date nowadays. I don't know. Most people I know, I think we tend to date and hang out for a little bit now before we jump in the sheets. I do anyway. Whatever. Let me keep this moving. That being said, I'm imagining that after a couple of months, they've done something. God damn, I'm tired. Listen,
God damn.
I couldn't get my thoughts out. But I'm imagining after a couple of months, they might have done something. So if he done did something with her, he off limits. Like, no.
Right.
But we don't know.
Right.
That's the thing. We don't know.
But if that's the caveat. If they've slept together, it's off limits. If they just been going out and
we not sharing sausages. That's all I'm saying. Like, and okay, let me put this caveat in there, because there's a difference in were you dating and relationship building, like were you intentionally trying to build something and you just realize we trying to make this work and it's not working, or because there's sometimes when people done got together and they was just fucking and realized, you know what, no, and they going about their business. Like, that's a different experience too. So in that case, even if she did swing on the sausage for a little bit, like, would you date him then?
We not sharing sausages. I got, yeah.
Don't make me laugh that hard. My arm hurts. Stop it. But Tanya said a classmate that
I remember that
with tried me. I don't know exactly what he and Gypsy had going, but she had talked to me about him. I shut that shit down quick. No, sir.
Yeah, but you know, and that's the thing. Now, me and
hot dog Jasmine.
Okay, this child, I can't. But that's the thing. Also, I think the context of it, I really think that if she met him through old girl, that should be off limits too.
Well, it sounds like it don't sound like they met through her. Like, she just randomly met this guy, dated him, they broke up, went their separate ways, and then the other girl randomly ran into him. So I'm saying there's different contexts. Like, if they was trying to actively build a relationship,
right, that's
just weird to me. But there's a difference in, okay, y'all was just talking, it didn't work, going about your business. Or I've seen people that were fuck buddies and they was like, it wasn't nothing there, it was just great chemistry, we enjoyed the sex, went on about their business, and then one of the fuck buddies ended up dating somebody else in the friend group and actually had a great relationship and got married. Like, I've seen that too, because they were like, their rationale was, we were never in a relationship and there was never any love, it was just sex. So I'm like, I mean, I don't know. They're different. She said, Harpo, who this woman?
Right. I don't know. I'd have to know a little bit more context about that.
What, Sean, what do you mean? You think people take this cold thing too far while others can't be happy because someone dated their friend? You weigh in as a dude. Would you, if you ran into your friend's ex little friend that he dated or whatever for a couple of months, would you then shoot your shot? If y'all ran into each other and y'all was vibing, months down the line, what would you do? What do you think?
Wow, that's a good one.
And this is a PSA moment. Make sure that you click the like button on this video, y'all. Take a moment and click the subscribe button on the channel so that you know when we go live. And yes, share it. And thank you for the comments and the engagement, because that helps us continue to grow. And we truly appreciate you guys. You said it depends on the situation it has. See, y'all
that's what we're saying. It depends on the situation. That's what we just said.
I couldn't get my words together, but y'all was coming for me. Like,
if they were together, then no. But if they were just kicking it, then maybe.
What do you agree with, Sean? Wait a minute. What do you agree with?
Right. Sean, she said, we don't share little smoky sausages.
Oh my God.
Okay. So here's another one, y'all. Whew. My wife recently went on a girls' weekend trip. They have a what happens on girls' weekend stays at girls' weekend rule. But I usually hear all the details. At least I think so. My wife told me that one of the girls made out with and exchanged numbers with another guy. I'm good friends with her husband, and our kids are the same age and are friends. And they happen to be our next door neighbors. I'm conflicted on whether I should tell him or not. I know if the roles were reversed, I would want my good friend to tell me. But if I tell him, the girls are going to know that my wife broke their rule of not sharing the details. I feel like I'm in a no-win situation. If I tell him, it potentially ruins the marriage and friendships for my wife. But not telling him is making me sick to my stomach. What would you do? Mind your fucking business. Because you ain't supposed to know anyway.
The wife had no, like, in that situation, the friend is wrong. She ain't had no business getting that man number and doing all that shit. And listen, but the wife is wrong because she betrayed trust in that moment. If it's a what happens here stays here, then that's the boundary that y'all set, and y'all need to respect that. Because now she done put her husband in an impossible situation. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just fucked up on all sides, right?
It is on all sides, because I wouldn't tell. I learned a lot. Because the thing is, 9 times out of 10.
Wait a minute.
9 times out of 10, if you tell, they gonna blame you anyway. Yeah, they gonna blame you.
Tanya, you said sounds like she doesn't value the friendship. Why you think that previous experience doesn't value the friendship? And then Sean, you said, damn, nope, he needs to mind his damn business. Sean, you said, I wouldn't tell. I learned a long time ago to mind mine. Listen, mind the business that pays you, baby. I'm blind as hell to the situation. I wouldn't lose no sleep over it. Listen, it depends on who it is. If so I actually had this conversation earlier today with one of my best friends, and she was like, if it was my man out there in them streets acting a fool, I'm gonna need you to come tell me, and I'm gonna be real salty if you was to see something you ain't tell me. And I was like, listen, I get you and I understand, but that's a hard space to be in, because there's times when you tell somebody something and they mad at you for telling, because sometimes they know and they don't want nobody to know they know their business, because they don't want to feel ashamed or judged. They want to live their bullshit in peace. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I would want to tell if it was my bestie or somebody in my personal circle. But again, you run the risk of, how is this person going to respond to this? Are they going to believe me? Are they going to be mad at me?
If I saw him out, right? Like, I'm at a restaurant and I see him out clearly with another woman, I'm going to make sure he know that I see him, because I'm going to go speak. And now, it's up to him to either tell before he think I'm going to tell, or be on pins and needles for a while.
Well, usually, in this situation,
I wouldn't say anything to her, but he know I seen him. And so eventually he's gonna tell, because he's gonna be,
well, that's if you out in the bottom, you see something. But in this situation, the girl exchanged numbers with the guy. So the only person that witnessed it was the wife. Like, ain't nobody seen them out. So that's a hard situation. Right, because now she's put her husband in an impossible situation. If he tells to protect his best friend, he violates the trust and sanctity of her friendship with her best friend. Right. So it's like, either way, a friendship likely has the ability to be ruined at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is you got to live next door to these people.
Yeah.
Unless you stand on move.
Call me Stephen one that he can see anyway. Oh my God.
But that's,
what else you got, girl?
Thing though, man. I just wouldn't. I don't know. I would mind my business. I would mind my business.
Like I said, in that situation, that's baby. I'm gonna mind the business that pays me and pays my shit. That one ain't it, because you gotta live next to them people every single day.
Yep. And you don't want to be on Nightmare Next Door and shit. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you. Hey, people done wound up on there for less. So now this is an interesting question, y'all. David Banner, he's 50 and he's saying now he wants a wife and children. Right? But if it's Gypsy and I, you better tell me, girl, I'm gonna tell you, girl. I'm gonna tell you. See, that's different. We've known each other since we was 12. That's different.
Like inner circle is different than external circle.
Yeah, inner
right?
circle is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I see my sister man out, she gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell them.
Right. Right.
But after I die this die and shit, he gonna tell anyway because I'm gonna black his fucking eye before you go home. So you know, because he gonna have to explain that black eye.
You have to tell her where it is.
So everybody went right. Oh, she gonna snitch. Believe me. Shut up, Jazz.
We like Solange in the elevator with Jay-Z.
You know why people catch them hands. And yes, I'm gonna snitch. Yeah, she know it. She know it. But so now with David Banner, everybody's like, oh, you know, that's great. He went on with his career and then he went on to decide that he wants to have a wife and kids. They did it right way. He doesn't have any outside children. Vivica Fox said the same thing. Oh, she old and washed up now, and now why is that? Why is it that they both?
It's the patriarchal society that we live in.
Yeah.
Plus, his old ass is womb hunting. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't have no problem with David Banner. I actually like him. I respect what I see of him. I don't know him as a person, right? But I respect the little bit that I see of him. You know, what I see in his interviews and things like that. He seems like a decent gentleman. However, he's now womb hunting. I think that people may be twisting his words, but there's different ways that his words can be interpreted. Because what you said was, you tired. What the fuck? I don't want no man to come up to me and be like, I'm tired now, I want to settle down. What the fuck does that mean? Nigga, is you tired of running the streets? Is you tired of hoeing? Or does that mean you've been working hard to build a legacy and a career and working long days and nights, and now you want to slow down and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor? I don't know. I didn't see the original interview. And again, words can be interpreted in a myriad of different ways. So I'm going to assume he meant he was tired from the work ethic that he has exhibited, you know, trying to help change the narrative, trying to encourage our community, trying to empower the people, trying to create a living legacy, right? I'm going to assume that he has worked hard and selflessly and tirelessly all these years. And so now he recognizes, man, whoo, I'm putting all this blood, sweat, and tears, but this big thing that my heart desires, I don't have. Now I want to make time for this and prioritize this. You get what I'm saying?
Girl, that's not what he's saying. He's saying he wants a young girl. Because ain't nobody, you know, he wants something that womb is still viable.
That's why I started off saying he womb hunting, because he still wants somebody that can have some kids. At 50,
that part.
The average woman at 50 ain't finna have no kids, and he not looking for no 40-year-old to have. So that's why I started off saying he's womb hunting. But that being said, I applaud. So that's why I'm giving a double take on it. I applaud the fact that he built his legacy. I have a problem with the fact that now you want to go womb hunt and you want to go find a younger woman to do this with, when you could have had a woman to build with and still created a legacy with, for her to enjoy the fruits with and enjoy the life with, enjoy the experience. You know what I'm saying? Not to put the work on her back, but it's a different narrative with Vivica. She essentially did the same thing. She built, she created a legacy. She's got this powerhouse career, but now, oh, she's old and decrepit and all this, that, and the other. And again, it's the patriarchal society that we live in. You said my mama and her sister, they both snitch and then tell David to come see me, and then less mileage and more accessories, that too, right? So it's the patriarchal society we live in. It's the chauvinistic experience that really goes further in the narrative in our culture and in our community, right? So men are seen to have a higher value as they age. Women are seen, quote unquote, to have less value as we age. And that's bullshit. You know, you and I stay on old man neck about that every episode, because that's the bullshit narrative that as we age, we don't have as many options. No, our options change. Our discernment changes. Our desires.
We ain't trying to be some fucking nursemaid either.
Right. Well, our desires change. So where we might have had before. Well, no, but as so I'll use myself as an example. Whereas I might have had 20 people before vying for my attention in my 20s and my 30s, and I might have felt pressure like, oh, okay, well, he's cute, he's handsome, he's tall, he's this, he's got a business, he's got this, he's got that. I felt more pressure to be more open and available to try to get him a shot, to go to dinner, to give them attention, to even if I didn't want to. Whereas now I might have 20 people that want to talk to me or try to get my attention at some point, and I'm more quick to say, you're attractive, but I just don't feel the chemistry. Or right now my mind's not there. Or like I've shared in past episodes, I've had to tell people my mind's not there. I don't have the emotional energy to pursue a relationship right now. Whatever that may look like. I believe that we as women, as we age, we have more emotional maturity to be able to have those conversations and be more discerning and weed out, so that we're not wasting time dating people or spending time with people that we're truly not interested in, or that cannot meet the needs or the desires or the qualifications that we've established. Bottom line, I know one of the things you said, Gypsy, is that at the end of the day, he got to come to the table with a certain amount of money. Like, fuck you if you ain't got it, and that's okay. Right? We have our standards, right? Sean, you said, yeah, that is fucked up. I need a woman that's on my level mentally, and a youngin can't do that. And that's all I'm saying with David Banner. I appreciate the fact that he's taking the time to build a legacy, but now you fucking womb hunting. You want a younger woman because you want to have kids, instead of having selected a woman that was of your caliber, because he's been established for a long time. This ain't no man that was trying to build blood, sweat, and tears to have a career. You've been established for a long time financially. He could have been chosen a woman to build love. And when I say build, I'm not talking about blood, sweat, I'm talking about love with.
He was a hoe. He liked being a hoe. He liked being a hoe. Come on now. We know about the industry. You like being a hoe.
This ain't all that. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I told you, all the Jasmines I know, mean girls.
We can't help it. It's in our DNA. I think we have to sign a contract when we born with that name. If you shall accept this name in your birth certificate, these are the qualities you must exhibit. But like I said, that being said, I'm not saying, and that's another problem that I have with Black men, is that they expect the Black woman to build not in love, but in sweat equity. You want Black women to really get out here and struggle with you, and then he can always adopt
to have it's that next one, girl. It's that next one.
Fucking. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Listen, now the reason I was laughing about he can always adopt to have a surrogate. Yes, he can. But the average woman in her 40s and 50s, unless she just really, really loves that man, she no.
She ain't finna start over no kid. Listen, me and Tanya have classmates. We love them. When they was 40, we had remember Tanya, when they had the baby, when they was 40, we was like, what? Like a new
baby? No, like I said, unless she love him, maybe. But the average 40, 50-year-old woman ain't, no. And crotch goblins, yes, them fucking crotch goblins, because I don't know. Tanya said at Jasmine F them.
Right.
Sure said, okay, so y'all know y'all done heard me say, and don't get me wrong, because homie love the kids, but I don't like other people's kids.
That part.
I said, you know what, God bless my heart, because kids love me like they do. I literally have walked past babies that were sleeping, and they will wake up out they sleep and reach for me. Like, kids love me, but. And maybe it was my protective barrier because of my losses and stuff, but I'd be like, but no, I love the kids. Truly, I do. I love babies. I like them when they can't talk. That's the thing about me. I could change diapers and clean poop all day. Like, I love babies. When they get to talking back and being smart, oh no, take their asses on with you, okay? Take them back.
Oh, girl, that means you'd have got rid of Jasmine a long time ago. Huh? Girl, that girl mouth been smart since she came out.
Sir said at a certain age, women have more valuable components as she gets older. She is wiser and expects more out of life. There's no need to play games. Men, on the other hand,
Right.
at Tanya, girl, you right. Get a dog, it's cheaper. Baby, no hell it ain't. Them badass is expensive shit too. Listen, the only difference between dogs and babies, they asses will forever be dependent on you. They can't never move out. They can't never go to college. They can't never get no damn job unless they gonna be in a commercial. Okay? You gonna be paying vet bills, doctor bills, medication, winter clothes, pajamas, toys, diapers, dog pads, crates, snacks, toys. Listen, the only difference is they can't go out to college. You gonna be taking care of their asses to the day they die. Dogs is expensive.
Yep.
Dogs is expensive, baby. Oh God, they're expensive. Don't touch me with them little nasty ass hands and shit. Look, and especially when they put their hands in their plate and then want to run up to you and put them on your clean clothes. Sean said, not all men play games, real men don't. Now listen, y'all know I ride for my black men. Now it's some amazing black men. It's some hands down, and men, period. But you know, I love me some chocolate men. It's some amazing black men. It really, really is. So don't get it twisted. We rocks with the black men on this show. We give y'all a hard time.
Listen, Sean that went got that Santa Claus beard and shit.
What you say?
I said Sean that went and got that Santa Claus beard and shit. Oh. Yeah, he talking about something. He get wide. They got wide.
Oh Lord! Look, y'all know we give y'all a hard time. But we be rocking with you, man. Right. We be rocking with you. Tanya says, sure, not necessarily. If he wants it bad enough, he'll do what she wants. Now that's true too. Right. That's true too. Befriend a sure said befriend a squirrel and they'll stay outside. I was with the shits tonight. Oh my God. Dog get daycare. Jasmine said, my dog got a damn attitude. I'm about to put him on the side of the highway with a sign to help these bills. Listen, I got 3 of them downstairs. I got my baby, and his little raggedy ass, 4 years old, act like an old man, girl, just old, just Lord. Mm-hmm. And then them twins, they listen, y'all, they like 8 or 9 weeks old now. Oh my God.
Yeah, they about to give you a run for your money.
Baby, they been giving me a run for my money. I had got them sleeping through the night, right? I had got them on a schedule. I was putting them in their crate for the last time about 9-10 o'clock at night. They were sleeping good. No, about 8 o'clock at night. They were sleeping good through to about 5:30 in the morning. Because I had been home for a couple of weeks, and then I got back in my travel schedule. They be like the fucking exorcist up in here, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. Girl, she
I know you hear mine are crated right now. They're punishment.
Yes. You hear them? I keep having to get up and close the door because she. Yes, I keep having to get up and close the door because she down there screaming. I'm like, oh no. I'm thinking about moving upstairs just because they wake up screaming in the middle of the night and I'm tired of listening to her scream. Like she running me out my whole bedroom. That's why I said, y'all gotta rethink it. Listen, ain't no 40, 50-year-old woman gonna start over with no kids and she don't really love that man. So he womb hunting for a younger woman. That's what that is. Sure said, post the man candy.
Peruse the comments.
And then Jasmine said, mine's 7 and Huff like he had a hard day. Right. Exercise the fuck out of me, my bad. Listen, mine is 4. He out of shape. And I'm like, really? You ain't did nothing all day. And you huffing and puffing like you don't work a 12-hour shift. Go sit down somewhere. Be tired. Right. But let me say, come get a treat. Oh, he know what that means. He get up and come running in. He is spring chicken then. Right. Really, sir? But you was tired. Right. You was tired 30 seconds ago. What's the next topic, Gypsy Boo? What's the next topic? Because it's almost time for us to be done.
This one, yes. Okay, so this was a funny and I just wanted to share this one. You want to know why us females be so mad when y'all cheat? Because we done passed up Sugar Daddy Sam, Spoil Me Sean, Free Food Fred, Hella Head Harry, Booty Muncher Mike, Trick Terry, Stepdaddy Damien, Cash at me Cody for all y'all crusted asses to turn around and cheat with air mattress at Ashley. Hell yeah, we mad.
It really be true
though. Right. I mean, because the truth is though, y'all act like we don't have options, and then you turn around. We didn't settle for you to turn around and be a trick daddy. Cause
it really be true.
Jasmine, no, my really Jasmine, no. I'm like, come on now, how you gonna cheat? How you gonna cheat?
It really be true.
It be like they you gonna cheat. Now it ain't like I didn't have options and I passed up all my options, and then you gonna cheat. And half the time, what you cheating with, I've had better. I'm saying you giving it away, and you gotta wonder, does she really know that she's settling?
Tanya said, "Why isn't the person that cheat with ever an upgrade? Women upgrade."
Yeah, because you be seeing them and they be looking like Boogwolf. You be like, what the fuck? You cheating with that? You cheating with that?
What did you just say? They look like what?
Boogwolf. They do. They look like Boogwolf, and you be like, come on, really? Really, nigga? That's it? Right. If you gonna cheat, man, you could come on, do better now. Do better.
Oh God, you got me laughing so hard, my arm hurts. Stop it.
Yeah, the Boogwolf. Like, you bring that ugly. Like, come on now.
Oh my God.
At least make it matter. Hope, if she look like Boogwolf, I hope she got good pockets. Hope her pockets deep.
Oh my God.
But if her pockets was deep, she'd have fixed her face.
Jasmine said, I mean, if I got options, you better be doing something astronomical.
Right.
I said, yeah, fellas, if you cheat up. Because trust you, cheat is going to be somebody better than you. Yep.
Like,
yep.
And most of the time, though, when we see me and Tanya, I told you we've been friends since we was 12 years old. That's what we used to call the ugly boys, the Boogwolf.
The whole boogie wiggle. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, y'all just.
I mean, you know, make it make sense though, because that's the whole thing though. If you're gonna step out, just make it make sense while you stepping out. It got to be something else. Yep. But then again, a lot of side pieces don't appear in public, so he ain't worried.
So it don't matter. It don't matter what they look like. Y'all is rough. You know what?
Y'all is so funny. Well, y'all enjoy y'all. We want Jazz to have J-Back. We need you to have a safe trip. You are going to Alaska. I did look at the weather.
It's cold.
It's going to be the lows are going to be in the 30s. The highs are only going to be in the 40s. But it's cold. Sneaking around with Rasputia. Okay, yeah. So, but just remember, their 30s and 40s are different from our 30s and 40s.
Mm-hmm. So, I got my layers.
Yeah. And it's going to rain tomorrow. So just be, you know, Just be mindful of that, and yeah, you'll be okay.
I'm
but
good.
They said the wind is making it feel cooler, so it's like, so they have wind. So
hey, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, through, Jasmine.
that music.
Sean said, yeah, if you want a little boy time, then it don't matter. But if you a real man, then you know what you got and you know what you got at home. That's what I'm talking about, Sean. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
Look at Sean.
And I'm a big believer. If you on your business, you either gonna have that big boy, big girl conversation and say, hey, it's not working. I'm not happy. Let's talk through some things. Let's try counseling, or let's just be done and go ahead and go out there in the world and go after what you think it is you want. But all that lying and sneaking around and that fuck shit, that's what gets people hurt.
And don't come back when you go out there and you find out that ain't shit out there. Stay on out there. You for the streets, that's where you gonna be.
Them streets can keep you.
Yep. Once you go to the streets, they got you.
Mm-hmm.
We thank y'all for coming through. We thank you for always making it a great day. Yes, looking stupid. Yep. Send in your questions and comments. Sean, one day you gotta join us on stage. The streets ass.
Yes.
Anyway.
Come on in the hot seat with us. The streets ass anyway. What?
Yeah, they are. Ain't shit out in the streets. And they always try to come back.
Like wisdom.
Like wisdom did.
Oh my goodness.
They do.
They always try to come back. We want to see you, Sean. Yes, Tanya, hype him up. Come on, Sean. Look like you got some requests. You gonna answer the call? You gonna answer the call? Hey. So what I heard was next week. Is that
next week? Next week, Sean will be joining us in the hot seat. We'll have Sean and Old Man.
Hey.
So 2 audience too.
Sean, would you do me a favor and get my number from Gypsy and text me so I can get your info and we can get you added to the chat and get you set up and ready to go?
You want me to put them in the chat?
Yes, please. I think I have the settings turned on so you can add them. Yes. Sure said he got 24 hours. It's been real, y'all. Stay black, Jasmine. Yes, we are here for this. And again, thank you all. Make sure that you're hitting the like button on this video. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. If you have astrology questions, we do have our resident astrologer. Even though schedules don't allow for her to be live on the channel with us, she is available to answer any questions. So if you just want to shoot them to us, you can pop them in the comments here when we're live, or you can send them to sexintimacypower@gmail.com and let us know what they are. And I can get them to her, and we will be doing some recordings to pop here on the channel. Whatever questions you have about relationships, mental health, intimacy, sex, anything, all the things, anything, everything, let us know. Oh, before we are done, pelvic floor physical therapy. I had a couple of people of y'all ask me, y'all know I'm tired now. I had a couple of y'all ask me about this after we talked about it last week. Yes, pelvic floor physical therapy is a thing. Yes, they can help you if you are having struggles with keeping an erection. Yes, they can help you with physical pain during intercourse. Yes, they can help you if you're having muscular weakness, or if you're having vaginal weakness after birthing heavy babies, or just massive weight gain, massive weight loss. If you've had chronic pain, physical injuries, there's any number of reasons, autoimmune diseases that cause you to have a lot of issues with your bodies. Not back to the pussy therapy. Listen, girl, I'm on a mission, baby. We out here healing pussies, vaginas, and dicks. Okay. we out here healing people. Okay, we out here healing people.
Everybody don't have the the elasticity anymore, and gotta help people out.
But listen, it's y'all. Here's the crazy part about this, and I really want y'all to think about this. It's not even about the elasticity. This is the crazy part about how the muscular system works, okay? You can have pain during sex because some of your muscles, it's not even about the elasticity. Some of your muscles can be too weak, while some of your muscles are too tight because they're spasming, which can cause you pain. So shut up,
Jasmine, to go to hell. Jasmine, go to hell. She said you have to do the noise.
So this is why this why a lot of y'all sprinkle when you laugh, when you sneeze, when you giggle, when you get caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? This is why Depends is so popular. This is why a lot of the times people are having issues is because it's not the elasticity. It's not because you had too much sex. It's not because somebody blowed your walls out. It's because you may be having problems with your muscles. Your muscles may be too loose because of weakness, because of injury. They may be too tight because of injury. And so going to pelvic floor therapy can really help. But again, it's not just about the pelvic floor, making sure that you have balance, making sure that you have strength in your body, core strength, making sure that you age well. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to live a long, healthy, prosperous life. Shut up, Jasmine. I'm trying to live a long, prosperous life. I'm trying to be 80 and fine, okay?
Listen, because she my niece and I know how she said, this is what she said. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. God bless you. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Listen, and Sean said, keep it tight. So I'm trying to do the loud work as y'all said. And
absolutely.
Sean, we got his vote. And I'm with you, Jasmine. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. But it can't be too tight that you can't enjoy yourself. So I'm trying to educate the people. But listen, man, that's why some of y'all are out here with their erectile dysfunction. Sometimes it's circulation. Sometimes it might be heart issues. Sometimes it's some sugars or diabetes. Sometimes it's,
but if they don't exercise their body, they're not going to exercise their pelvic floor either. And they got to do. I mean, come on. You can do Kegels in the chair. Right? Shoot, I got about 500 sitting here. Now I'm sorry.
Jasmine said you right, and Sean said, "Oh no, it's gonna open up." See, listen. So that's why I'm trying to educate the people. I'm out here trying to heal vaginas and penises so y'all can have healthy sex long into your 80s, 90s, and 100s, however long you shall live. You know, I want y'all to be swinging from the chandeliers and getting it in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all deserve this. Okay.
I remember there was a lady that they said that about, that was like 80 something, and they said, you know, that she wanted the plug pulled. Like she told them that she didn't want to, she had a DNR, do not resuscitate, because she said if she wasn't going to be able to have sex, she won't be here no more.
I get it.
And so, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know who told folks that people stop having sex when they like 40, 50, but that's a lie.
Because we've been getting it in. So
they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do because they retired.
Get the grapefruit. Oh my God. Listen, this is why we got 40 and 50-year-old men around here having erectile dysfunction, 30-year-old men around here having erectile dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Because
grapefruit. What grapefruit? Jazz, you gonna have to call me, Jazz. I didn't know what you're talking about.
I've heard something about the men be using the grapefruit, but I don't know. Listen.
Yeah, look, everybody want to know about the grapefruit now. Yep, they said, you know what they did say, that the nursing home has the highest level of STDs.
Yes. Listen, the mofos be getting in. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Jazz, wait a minute. Jazz, everybody don't remember this. Do you remember down in Atlanta when that old lady killed that man at the nursing home because he was sleeping with somebody else in the nursing home? Remember, she was waiting for him. She shot him. They was down in the she sure did in the nursing home.
Y'all better stop sleeping on this. People trying to get on. So Grams got to get it in before he go. Listen, so all I'm saying is, it's on a girls trip. What you talking about, Sean? I mean,
it's on girls trips. The grapefruit.
Oh, wait, the grapefruit? Well, wait a minute. What is the grapefruit? I'm confused now.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Girls Trip again because she said it's on.
Somebody tell me what the grapefruit is. What's going on right now? Wait a minute. Hey, old man.
Hey there. Now y'all talking about that grapefruit.
He came in excited. Wait a minute.
You know about the grapefruit?
Okay.
Hey, I know about them Jolly Ranchers and ice cubes too.
Wait a minute.
But tell us about the grapefruit. We trying to learn.
Hey, I may have came in at the wrong time.
No, it's not like you came right in at the right time. What's the grapefruit method? I'm trying to learn.
No. Hold on. Now, usually grapefruit method. Hold on. I want to make sure we talking about the right thing. Cause now, are we talking about something in physical relationships?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Somebody said something about the grapefruit method, and I'm confused. I have no idea.
Everybody's like, yeah.
Okay, that grapefruit method. Usually, what that is women using an object in oral gratification of a man or something like that. That's all. It's the same thing when they use ice cubes at the same time they doing fellatio.
Oh, okay. So I've heard about that, but I would think that would hurt because of the acid of the grapefruit.
Hey, unless you got breakage in skin, you shouldn't have to worry about that.
I mean, but you have an opening on the head, so
right on the tip.
You ain't finna put the grapefruit on that part of it.
Where does the grapefruit go?
It's something else.
But that my girl said she gonna send it to me, so I send it to you when she send it to me.
Because we done spent too much time here. I done got confused. Sean said, "Don't forget the popsicles." All right, yeah, oh, okay then. And old man came in talking about Jolly Ranchers and ice cubes. Y'all be getting freaking geeky. Look at y'all old freaky asses. Look at.
Hey, y'all acting brand new.
Listen, with that, we got to say thank you for another amazing episode. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the comments and the questions. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Do us a favor and make sure that you tell somebody else about this episode. And Tanya said, don't forget the Pop Rocks, baby. Oh, right then.
They finna get married.
Y'all doing the mostesses, okay?
Hey, ladies, next week, y'all come out here and give us y'all greatest hits.
All right.
So, ladies, give us y'all greatest hits.
That being said, y'all make sure y'all tell somebody else about it so they can come on in and catch these replays. And we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And then lastly, Jasmine said, "Nah, Pop Rocks." All right. And with that, we're going to bid y'all good night and adieu.